Hi, my name is Taylor Anderson from Inspire Me Fit Blog, and in this video I'm going to be going over some meal prepping things that I do that help make eating healthy a whole lot easier. My husband and I both work full-time, and he's also going to school full-time right now. So for us, the only way that we can eat healthy is if we plan ahead of time and prepare our food. So I'll be going over some of the things that we like to do. So starting out with breakfast, one of the things that we like to do for breakfast is we prep these oatmeal jars ahead of time. In here it just has plain oats and raisins. My husband will take this to work with him and just bring a thermos of hot water, and at work he'll just add the hot water to the jar, and just after letting it sit for a few minutes it actually cooks the oatmeal just in the jar. And so this is a great option for breakfast because it will be really high in fiber, which will help keep you fuller longer, but there won't be any added sugar or anything. The raisins are sweet enough that we don't really need to add sugar or honey or anything like that, so this is a great option for breakfast. Another thing that we like to do ahead of time is that I like to prep smoothie bags. So smoothies are a really great option in the morning when you're super busy, you're rushing getting kids out the door or getting to work or whatever, and you don't have time to sit down and make yourself a nice breakfast. Smoothies are a really great option. So I like to purchase these. I just get these, they're just bagged frozen fruit, and they're nice because they're already cut up and everything. Or you can just buy regular produce and cut it and everything on your own. But I like to make these smoothie bags. So in this one just has kale and strawberries and kiwi. So in the morning when I'm rushing around, I don't have time again to make like a nice breakfast, I'll just get one of these out of the freezer, let it thaw for just a minute, and then I'll throw it in the blender with some Greek yogurt or almond milk. And that's a perfect option for breakfast because, again, it will provide you with a lot of nutrients. There's a lot of vitamins in these fruits and in the kale, and you could do spinach or whatever also if you don't like kale, but there will be a lot of nutrients in the smoothie, and it will help keep you full, but it doesn't take a lot of time to prepare. Okay, so moving on to lunch. I think for most of us, lunch is the meal that we don't eat at home. Whether we're working or running around, we all have busy schedules, and in order to make it through lunch and still stick to our healthy lifestyle, it's so important that we prep our proteins ahead of time. So for us, we like to take time on Saturday when we're at home doing laundry or whatever, just during downtime, and we grill our proteins for the whole week. So we usually do like a fish, like salmon, and then we'll do some steaks and chicken. So whatever proteins you like, whatever your family likes, I would recommend just prepping those for the whole week. And then those will be really easy to add to salads, or just have, with vegetables and rice, whatever you want to do for lunch. If you have that prepped ahead of time, it will be much easier to stick to that healthy lifestyle that you're striving for. Another thing that we do that makes lunches a lot easier is I like to make these little snack bowls. I just have this bowl and it sits in my fridge all the time, and I try to keep it full of some healthy snacks. So in here I just have some cut up. I have celery, cucumber, bell peppers, and then cherry tomatoes. And I find that having this in my fridge with these snacks ready to go, it makes prepping lunches much easier. I can just grab a couple of these and stick them in a lunch bag, or I can grab one of these when I'm running out the door to go run errands, and then I don't, if I get hungry during the day, I have something that's healthy in my bag that will keep me full. Another thing that we like to make is just these little like trail mix bags. So these just have almonds and cashews, but you could do whatever nuts your family likes and dried fruit. And these are another good option for healthy snacking. Another thing that I like to do that makes lunches a lot easier during the week is that on Saturdays when I'm preparing the rest of my food, I'll roast a bunch of vegetables. So I typically just fill a sheet pan with whatever vegetables were on sale. Some of my favorites are cauliflower, parsnips, sweet potatoes, and carrots. And I'll just cover them with olive oil and salt and pepper, and then I'll roast them just on a regular sheet pan at 425 for about 30 minutes. And I find that roasting them really enriches the flavor without having to add much to the vegetables at all. And these vegetables will be really, really high in fiber, vitamin A and vitamin C, and so that'll make a great option, to add to the proteins that you've prepared for healthy lunches during the rest of your week. So for dinner, I think the most important thing that you can do for dinner to ensure that you will be able to stick to your clean eating plan is that you prepare what you're going to make ahead of time, or at least you plan out those meals. So I'm, by no means perfect at this, but at our house, we like to plan out the dinners that we'll be having for the rest of the week so that when we get home from work and we're really hungry, we're not tempted to call and order takeout or whatever. But instead, we have a healthy meal that's already planned, and so it'll be much easier to stick to that meal. So lastly, the best food that you can prepare ahead of time is food that you really like and that you're going to enjoy eating. So whatever it is that you're prepping for yourself and for your family, make sure it is food that you like. And with that, eating healthy is so simple. If you have a bunch of food that's prepped and ready to go that you really enjoy, that's also really healthy. It kind of takes all the guesswork out of healthy eating. And it doesn't have to be all the foods that I talked about in this video. Pick a couple that work for you and for your family. And if you are able to prep those, I know that healthy eating will be so much simpler. And so with that, I say good luck and thanks so much for watching.